It's kind of like having, like, I can't keep things to myself. So now it's kind of like
That's right.
I'm kind of like out on display all the time with how I'm feeling, and sometimes I get flustered. I'm like, how do you know? And then I think I know how he knows, and it's because it's not because I'm showing it. It's just because something changed for him. I mean,
And it's something that we all have. That's
Yes.
the thing.
Yes.
I'm not special at all. I mean,
yes, you are.
special is. I'm sure there are days you think I'm very special.
I will tell you a really quick story, and I think it's really important because I'm sure people in this room have lost loved ones some way, somehow. My mom died in 2007, right after Bill started not doing so well, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with him after the coma, because that was in 2005. And she was ill most of my life, but I was really close to her, and before I moved out, we became very close. And my father was an alcoholic, and so it caused a lot of family trauma, but my mom and I really bonded. When we lost our house, we lost everything else because of the medical bills. We ended up moving to a different home in Ventura. And I woke up one morning and I was just feeling really bad. And I was crying, and Bill's all, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm just having a tough day. And he goes, I have something to tell you. You may not believe me, and that's okay, but I have to tell you because I love you. I'm like, okay. And he goes, I think your mom came last night. He doesn't sleep well at night since the coma. He's up and down. And I'm like, okay, she did? And he goes, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is just a dream. Maybe he just, He goes, yeah, she had blonde hair and blue eyeshadow like Elizabeth Taylor. And I was just shocked because my whole entire life, my mom wore blue eyeshadow. And when she would go out with my dad for anniversaries and stuff, and she always wanted to be blonde, and my dad wanted her to be brunette. And she never dyed her hair blonde. And I looked at him and I said, what did she say? And he goes, she said that if you could get through what you did when you were 9 years old, then you can get through anything. And he goes, what happened to you when you were 9? I said, I almost died. I got really sick and really ill, and my urethra, that attaches to your bladder, wasn't expanding and growing with my body, and it was keeping me from expelling urine, and it was blocking up in my body and making me toxic. And the doctor said if you had brought her in, she would have died. And I guess I sailed through it like a champ, but he didn't know that. He didn't know that at all. And it never occurred to me, I'm going to tell him this random little story when I was 9.
Yeah, I don't even need to know about that.
And so I cried.
I don't know how parts work anyhow.
I cried. I said, how did you know? And he goes, she didn't talk with her mouth. I just hear it in my head. And she was just here quickly, and then she kind of faded. And then, about a year later, I was missing her really bad. And I went out to his workshop, and he said, I saw your mom again. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? He goes, this time she looked like she did before she just passed. And she said, this too shall pass. And I got really emotional.
And she said, tell Shannon I'm going to send her my love on wings every day.
So where we lived, we never got hummingbirds, no matter what we did. We never got hummingbirds, no matter what kind of feeders we put out. And we're standing there looking at each other, and a hummingbird came between us and flitted and flew off. An hour later, my sister calls me and says, you're never going to believe this. She goes, I'm driving, I'm at a stop sign. And she goes, a hummingbird starts trying to hit my windshield. And I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. So whether they come to you on butterfly wings, whether they come to you on hummingbirds, whether they come to you on dreams, I kind of call it, we're the ghosts and they're alive. Because they get it and we don't. And so love is eternal, and it's everywhere. And
Thank you for sharing our story.
thank you so much.